So I've had quite a few questions sent to me by email on homework section 10.1 question 4. The questions all revolved around how would I recommend separating the data. If you take a look at this, it's data that owner of a fitness center is interested in using. So if you click on the data, you'll see that he's got data for by gender and how long that person was with the fitness club. And you notice the 1s and the 2s look almost random. So we're going to come over here, click this icon, click copy to clipboard. I'm going to hit Control C to copy it. And come over here and paste it in column G and H, and then coming back here to sheet 2. I'm also going to paste it in G and H to show a second technique. It's a little bit longer. So coming to sheet 1 here, let's set up a table real quick. We'll say male, female, average, count, and standard deviation. Those are things you will need in your calculations. And the easiest way to separate this is click anywhere in the 1, 2, the column with 1s and 2s, and click A to Z here on the data ribbon in the sort and filter group. And you'll notice that all the 1s have come together, and it has actually brought the data with it for the years of the fitness club, and all the 2s are together. And so now it's just a matter of selecting that group of years with club by gender. So I'm going to come into the cell for average for men and type average function, come over to years with the club, and just eyeball it until we're only highlighting 1s. And I'm going to go back to this, and I'm going to grab this cell reference, this H2 to H30, to kind of speed things up, and hit Control C for copy, enter. So we've got that entered. We want to count, all right, for the sample size N, and then I can just paste the cell reference, and then standard deviation .s, and again paste the cell reference. Now for the average years at the fitness club for women, I'm going to scroll down to 2, click on the 2.5, and scroll down until I've covered all of those data points, included all those data points, and only those data points. Control C after highlighting the reference equals count, whoops, and paste, and equals stdev.s, and paste, and there we go. So is there a way, so now there you have the information, you can plug it into the formulas you need to finish the question, and it's fairly easy to do it this way. Would you be able to do it by formula? Yes, you can do it by formula, and that's what I'm going to show over here. So I'll come get this and paste it. And there are a couple of formulas that would help us start this process. Average if is very nice formula because it lets us look at the gender column but then average those values that match in the H column. And so to set that up, we tell average if to search the G column, comma, for 1s, comma, and then average the values in the H column. And similarly for count if, we would count if the G column and count every time there's a value that's 1. But there is no standard deviation if, so we're kind of stuck there. So if you're going to want to do this by formula so that this would be usable with any data set, you know, or a second data set, for example, if you get the problem wrong, you want to redo it and just paste the data set over this current data set, well, we're going to go equals if the gender equals 1, then give us the years of the club. Otherwise, give us nothing. The double quotes, the 2 double quotes, just are a null character that will be output, so there's nothing there to see. And so that's for male, and then for female, we would say equals if the gender equals 2, then give the years with the fitness club, otherwise, double quote, close that parentheses. Now we can highlight these two cells, double click, and you can see we now have the data separated by column here. So now we can come over here to our table, say equals average, and click H, or the I column rather, for count equals count. Click the I column, equals standard deviation dot S. Click the I column, highlight those 3 cells, grab the fill handle, drag it over, and we now have the results for this situation. So again, if you had a second data set that you needed to work with, for example right here, the second technique has the advantage that I can paste over the top, and these formulas in columns I and J will calculate everything out. Anyway, those are the techniques I would recommend.